Children don't need perfect parents. In fact, perfection may be the very thing that prevents children from growing strong. If this already feels like a relief, click the like button, so more parents who are quietly struggling can hear this message too. Welcome to 100 Experts on Education. Here, we return to the part of education that is closest to daily life and most often misunderstood. Not curriculum, not schools, not achievement, but parents themselves. Today, we step into the work of psychoanalyst and pediatrician Donald Winnicott and an idea that allows countless parents to finally breathe again. Children don't need perfect parents. They need good enough parents. Have you noticed this? Parents today are deeply tired, not because they don't love their children, but because they are constantly afraid. Afraid of doing damage. Afraid of saying the wrong thing. Afraid that one emotional moment might leave a permanent scar. Many parents live with a silent question. If I mess this up, will my child pay the price forever? Winnicott would want to answer that clearly. Your child does not need you to be perfect. When Winnicott spoke about the good enough parent, he wasn't lowering standards. He was restoring reality. Children do not need caregivers who are always patient, always emotionally regulated, always correct, always available. What they need is someone who shows up most of the time, responds, sincerely makes mistakes, and repairs the relationship. Good enough is already enough. Winnicott noticed something subtle and counterintuitive. When parents try to meet every need instantly, solve every problem in advance, and prevent all frustration, children lose something essential. They lose the chance to develop waiting, self-soothing, emotional tolerance, inner resilience. Children don't grow strong by being protected from all difficulty. They grow strong when care is gradually reduced at the right pace. Imperfection is not the problem. Your exhaustion, your impatience, your moments of frustration, these do not damage your child. What matters more is this. When things go wrong, does the relationship come back together? When parents say, I shouldn't have spoken like that. I'm sorry. I'm here. Children learn something profound. The world is not perfect, but relationships are repairable. That is emotional security. If this perspective is shifting how you see yourself as a parent, pause for a moment and click like. It helps this message reach families who are drowning in silent self-blame. Winnicott never denied that parents can hurt children, but he was very clear. What harms children most is not occasional mistakes. It is long-term emotional absence, chronic neglect, relationships that rupture and never repair. An emotional outburst followed by reconnection does far less harm than emotional distance that never heals. Winnicott's greatest gift to parents was permission to be human. You don't need to perform parenting. You don't need to get it right every time. You don't need to erase your emotions. You need to be real. When children grow up where imperfection is allowed, repair is possible, and love is not conditional, they develop a stable sense of self, not fragile, not dependent, but resilient. What good enough actually gives children? Good enough parenting gives children confidence without pressure, security without control, freedom without abandonment. It teaches them, I can make mistakes, relationships can survive, and I don't need to be perfect to be loved. This is the foundation of emotional health. The deeper truth. Winnicott leaves us. Children don't need perfect love. They need love that returns. They don't need flawless parents. They need parents who come back, again and again. Good enough parents don't raise fragile children. They raise children who trust life. Ask yourself gently today, am I trying to be a perfect parent? Or am I showing up as a real one? If this helped you breathe a little easier as a parent, click like, subscribe to 100 Experts on Education, and share this with someone who needs permission to stop being perfect. Together, let's raise children who don't need flawless parents, Only relationships that are real, steady, and safe enough to grow within.